Did you click on this video thinking it's me one of those fancy sales videos of why you need to hire me and act now? If you did, I hope that you're pleasantly surprised because that is not what this is. This is a chance for me to say welcome. Welcome to my site. Welcome to my world. And to say thank you. Thank you for taking an interest. Thank you for taking the time to come and look at my site. And thank you for taking the time to watch this video and look into my world. This website has been such a long time coming. I've been a consultant for over 10 years, and I have grown businesses from 125,000 to a million, 2 million, 3 million up. Every single one of my clients has such an amazing success story for them. And I love what I do. And because of that, I have a constant stream of referrals. And there's some really cool things that are coming up and that I'm launching that I'm like, man, I kind of need this site. So here we are. So a little background about me. I owned a marketing agency. I've owned a marketing agency for over 15 years. And in that space, I really learned what it was to be a small business owner. The headaches, the heartaches, the trials, the issues, the problems, what you give up. I really lived it. And then I went to school and got my executive MBA from WashU. And I graduated in May of 2020. And with that, I really got to know the book smarts of it. And so what's really cool for me is that I take the book smarts, I take the street smarts of actually living it and doing it, and I take my over 20 years of marketing experience and I bring them all together and I give you a beautiful little bundle. And then I sprinkle some mindset on it. Because one thing that I have learned that makes a difference between businesses that succeed and ones that fail is the owner. And a lot of it comes to the mindset of the owner. Now, I'm not a personal development coach at all, one bit. And there is a little bit of that funnels into what I do. So if working with a consultant, such as me, is something you're interested in, and if you're looking for a consultant that will give you dedicated time, then I might be a fit for you. So one of the things that I do differently than most business consultants is I don't have a structure. I don't have a plan. I know, weird, right? But the reason why I don't is because you are very unique. And also we need to be able to easily pivot. So if you're looking for something that you can just get on and you go through a system and it gives you a result, not this. I honestly don't believe those work. If you want someone who's going to look at your business and say, okay, where are you now and what do we need to do? What levers do we need to pull? That's going to create milestones and goals and keep us on track and you can see progress forward, then I might be the person for you. If you're looking for someone that's going to do a magic pill, a flash of light, something that's going to bring all these clients in the door, I'm not for you either. Because what happens is those are quick flashes that you get a boost and then it goes away. I build things that are sustainable, substantial, and that will continue growing with you over the years to come. So if you want someone who's going to build that foundation to where you can keep growing from, if you want someone that can build up the business to where it can be sold in 3, 5, 10 years from now, then I might be the person for you. In my consulting, I spend dedicated time with my clients. I will only take up to 12 of individual companies at a time to work in my top tier program. And the reason why that is I give that dedicated time. If you want a consultant/coach that will work with you for 2 to 3 hours blocks at a time and really dig into your business and spend that uninterrupted time with you, then I might be that person for you. If that doesn't fit your lifestyle or schedule, then I'm not. In that time, you really dive into your business and we get tasks set. And then after our meetings, I spend more time with you. I will implement stuff to a level, but if there's things that I'll work on the background for you while you're working, so that way we're actually leveling up together. And I'm there to answer questions via text and email and phone call in between. Now, if it gets to the point where it's a constant thing, I do have a program that is being an outsourced COO, so outsourced chief operating officer, or a CMO, an outsourced chief marketing officer. So if that's something that you're interested in, you really need someone who's like, that's their thing, then head over to the Work With Me and there's a section on that. most individuals at the space that I love, at the small mid business that are ready to grow, then the consulting is a great place to be. Now, you can go over to work with me and click on that, and you'll be led to an application. Now, the application, don't get stressed out. It's not something to prove that you are worthy or anything like that. All it is to make sure we're a good fit, because we have to be a good fit for you really to grow. Now, if we're not, I'm going to tell you either this is where you go or try someone like this. I want you to have the best connection possible, because that's the best way that you can expand. So the only reason I'm tied to getting clients is because if I don't have clients, then it's a loss of myself and my self-expression. I'm so present that this work, that my DNA is meant to do it. Looking at all my personality profiles and types, and you can go to About Me and check some of them out if you want. I'm making them all public to you. Who I am as a person, DNA, this is what I'm meant to do. And I'm so lucky to find it. And I need that outlet for it. But I'm not tied to getting people in the door if it's not going to be a good fit for them. So I want you to land in the place that's going to be most perfect, aligned, meant for you at that point. And I want to attract the people to me and work for me that you look at me right now and you say, that's my person. Because we are going to have a lot of fun and a lot of business growth. So that's the one-on-one. Now, if you say, you know what, I don't have that time. If you say like, man, spending that much time in a meeting just doesn't work for my lifestyle right now, doesn't work for my business in any way, shape, or form, whatever it is, then I do have group consulting. And what the group consulting is a small group. Because again, I need to be able to adjust and morph things to fit every person. The small groups are between 4 to 12 people, and I put specific people in a group. So head over to Get Work With Me, you'll find groups, fill out a little form, and I will find a group that fits well for you. Now, if you don't know at all, and you're like, I don't know what I need, then go into the Let's Be Friends or Work With Me or some other places on the side. You'll see contact forms. Fill one out, send it to me. I'm happy to schedule a video meeting with you to really get into where you're at, to see if we're a good fit and see where you should land. Now, if you're like, you know what, I just want to be with you. Like, I just want to hang out with Rachel. Like, if that's something that interests you, then go to the Let's Be Friends. And there's a thing called the Inner Circle. The Inner Circle is a place where you really get in my inner circle. I am so open and vulnerable. I share what has worked, what hasn't worked. We have conversations as if we're best friends over a cocktail, all that stuff. You get invited to special events. You get, special access to me, all that. So if it's something that you just want to be in my space, but group consulting or coaching is not it, or your business is into that point, but you just want to be in the sphere because you know that the way to level up in life is to get in the sphere of these people, then head over to Let's Be Friends and fill out the Inner Circle. And we'll see if that's a good fit for you. Because again, I make sure it's a good fit for you. Now, there's one other thing that I do, and that is something special for moms. So I'm a mom of a 7-year-old boy, and then I have 3 girls that are 5, 3, and 1. And one thing that I'm just I'm just proud of, I guess is the word, but it's not the right word, but I love, and then it lights me up, is a space that I have found of being a mom and being a business owner. Being a wife and being a friend, being covered and spit up and being hella sexy, like that balance of all those parts integrated into one. And that is something I want for every single mom. So if you're a mom or a mom that is either trying to find the balance between work and self, work and being a mom, or self and being a mom, that they have different aspects of their life that are just not fully integrated. If they just haven't found their mom style or their mom groove or the comfortableness in self, or, there's things or friends or relationships or intimacy, any of that, there's a special program that I've created for moms, and it is just amazing. And it lights me up as my impact back in and sharing what I have learned for myself. So if that's something that interests you, then go to Let's Be Friends and you can see it in there. And it's probably in the under Work With Me. I don't know. Just check it out, play around, figure out what on the site it works for you. And if you feel like pushing a button, if you feel like filling something out, do it and we'll have a conversation to see if it's a good fit. And if not, again, I'll see what I can find that's going to be the best fit for you. Because my goal in this world is to see the greatness in people and for people to see the greatness in themselves, to have businesses grow and flourish, for you to have joy. I want you to love what you do as much as I love what I do. When I work, it's like I'm playing. It is way too much fun. And I want that for you as well.